Hello guys, I'm ATHREYA and I've been enrolled in FIITJEE since class 6th. I started off with 1 year Little Genie classroom program, moved on to 2-year ATHREYA classroom program, then again moved on to 9-year Supreme integrated. I chose I chose engineering because I was very passionate about science and math from a very young age. JEE was a very obvious path for me to choose, and I chose FIITJEE because my elder brother was already enrolled in it. We got to know about FIITJEE through an advertisement, and looking at his success, I wanted to follow his footsteps, and that's how I joined FIITJEE. I wrote the Big Bang Edge test in class 5 and I got a decent mark, a decent rank, and I got into FIITJEE in class 6. I had a massive improvement in the middle of class 6 and that's when I started performing well. I was a pretty average student before that. FIITJEE helped me find my inner potential and it improved me in many ways other than studies, like problem solving skills, creative thinking, everything improved in a very short span of time. At the classroom environment, it was mostly very stress free, and whenever we were very tense, the faculty ensured to lighten up the mood and remove some of the stress from us. But when we were too laid back, faculties made sure we had some kind of tension and we were a bit serious about our studies. Here we had the luxury to play outside, have good conversations with each other. It may be related to studies, may not be related to studies, but we were able to intermingle among each other and like connect. The competition among the peer group was good, very intense, and was very healthy. I had a very supportive peer group who were with me through all the 2 years of my serious preparation, and it was pretty fun with them. From an academic point of view, FIITJEE conducted a lot of tests like CMAT, RDX, AATS, A2TS, etc., and all of it helped me improve my speed, accuracy, and some had very good questions which I had never seen before. So that's a new learning for me. I developed better problem solving skills after discussing all those papers with my friends, my peer group, and that helped me a lot, especially in the last part of my preparation. There were some very hard tests, some very easy tests, so like FIITJEE made sure to prepare us for all outcomes possible. Advanced may be an easy paper or a very tough paper, we don't know, but what the best we can do is prepare for any kind of paper that's thrown at us, and FIITJEE did a very good job at that. I had a lot of ups and downs, and like sometimes in consecutive tests I'd score super low, much lower than what I could have. My silly mistakes would go up like anything, but one thing that kept in my mind is this isn't the actual JEE Advanced paper, and this in no way determines my actual potential. We don't know what could go in JEE Advanced. I can do extremely well or extremely bad. No one knows. I should just move on. 1 week I did very badly. I might do very good the next week. I should just keep working myself and working hard. Don't take it too seriously and don't get burnt out because of it. I did my best efforts and it proved fruitful. FIITJEE faculty taught us everything that's required for JEE and even beyond. In my Olympiad journey, I was able to qualify for NSEP, NSEC and NSEA. Whatever the faculty taught me was more than sufficient for both advanced and to an extent for Olympiads as well. So I was able to clear INCHO and I attended the OCSE camp. I did not qualify for the Indian team, but that was a new learning for me. I could see many people who are better than me in chemistry, and it did hurt my ego a little bit, but it was a new learning. There are people better than you, there are people more talented than you, and you have to accept it. You have to move on, you have to work hard. If there are people more talented than you, try to work hard enough to catch up to them. That's the best you could do. My other achievements in JEE are I got a percentile of 99.981 in JEE mains with an all India rank of 412. I especially found FIITJEE's Glorifier app pretty helpful. It had a lot of mock tests which I wrote every now and then, previous year papers which I wrote every now and then, and I was able to get a feel of how the exam would go. I wrote it in the proper 9 to 12 to 2 to 5 timings that helped me set my body clock up. I found Glorify pretty helpful, especially during the last few months when I had to keep writing full tests again and again and again. Some word of advice to my juniors would be to not lose your confidence no matter what. There are gonna be ups and downs. No one's gonna keep performing well and no one's gonna keep performing bad. It'll keep fluctuating, but try to improve yourself. Never settle down with whatever you have. Keep discussing with your friends. Keep learning new methods. Keep learning new problem solving techniques that might even break your saturation point and you might improve even more. Distractions, try your best to avoid them. You should be the one who knows your distractions very well and try your best to avoid it. That's all I can say. Suppose you're addicted to your phone, like give it to your parents, turn it off, put it in airplane mode, do something like that. For choosing a coaching institute, look at the track record of the institute. If you have any seniors or if you know any friends who've gone to the institute, talk to them about it. Get to know about how the institute actually works. Get some second-hand experience on it. That helps a lot. Don't sacrifice your free time or like your personal time like by attending many other coaching, like extra classes, all that. You should value your self-study time the same way you value your time in classes. Self-study is also pretty important. Something unique I observed about FIITJEE was the amount of freedom we get, like in general. Like many other coaching institutes, they don't have free time. Like they keep studying again, like all the time, and they end up getting burnt. The students end up getting burnt out pretty quick. But here, if we get a bit too tense, we are allowed to relax. We play outdoor sports like a handball, a basketball, shuttlecock, anything, and we are allowed to freely discuss regardless of whether it's related to studies or not. So like we had a bit peaceful, like the classroom environment was very peaceful and I was able to make some very good friends here. So that's something unique about FIITJEE which I saw here. In the end, I would like to thank my parents, the faculty who have been with me through all of this, non-teaching staff, and my peers, my friends, and especially my brother who has guided me through all of this and been with me through all the highs and lows.